I just had a text message from one of my puppy adopters who actually has a sister to Sunday, this puppy who's 7 months old, I guess. And her text said that when people come to her house, the dog is very friendly, wants to meet everybody who comes over, and the people come in and they put their hand down, and she comes up and she jumps up on them, and then they touch her again. So she's getting rewarded for jumping up on visitors. And she said, "What do? I don't want to have to put her on a leash." Well, you're not going to be able to train her anything unless she's on the leash, because your guests are not responsible for training your dog. You are. And people will not listen to you. I have people come here and I'll say, "Don't talk to the dog, and they talk to the dog and they ignore you. It's your responsibility to train the dog. So how are we going to handle that? If you have people that drop in and come and visit, or you've invited them, you've got a leash hanging by your front door. Hang your leash by your front door where it's nice and handy. I'm going to move where you can see him a little bit better. And what you're going to do before you open that door is you are going to stand on the leash to where it's only comfortable for the dog to sit, stand, or lie down. It's impossible for the dog to jump up. If the dog jumps up, I've got bugs biting me. Just got out of my friend's swimming pool, sat down and looked at my texts, and so that's why I'm dressed like this. And I thought I'd go ahead and make a video about this because I'm sure there's other people that are having this problem. So I'm standing on his leash. He cannot jump up. It's impossible. Then you let the guests in and you tell them to go sit down, and then you proceed to keep your dog on the leash, and it is not allowed to go over and jump on the people. You have to control the dog, not your guests, not magic, not voodoo. You know, you have to have a leash. The only way you can train your puppy anything about self-control, impulse control, is with a leash. So that's how we're going to handle this. I'm going to show you again. Okay, I've got this leash. I'm going to, let me back up a little bit. We're having a thunderstorm and all the dogs are a little worried about it. Okay, I'm standing on the leash, and I'll get a tight shot of this so that it is only comfortable for the dog to sit, stand, or lie down. I open the door, and if your guests don't listen to you when you say, "Don't talk to my dog, don't pet my dog," when they reach down for your dog after they've been asked not to do so, the dog cannot jump up. The dog will self-correct as it tries to jump up. But you need to make it very clear to your guests that they are not to engage your dog. They are not to talk to it. They are not to pet it. They are not to reach for it. And they're probably going to do it anyway because people don't respect you and your boundaries. Let me tell you what, when people come here and they do that, they get an earful from me. You're spending too much time training your dog and trying to make a good dog out of it to let some inconsiderate guest who doesn't care about your training or your boundaries to reach for your dog when you told them not to. And you make it very clear that they are not to do that. So I hope this video helps people. I hope this helps you, Cindy. Thanks for your text. And I knew you knew what the answer was. Get her on a leash and start training her, and start training those people that come to your house. If they're not listening to you, they're not respecting you. Thanks for watching.